I was interning about 25 hours a week, working 20 hours a week, and taking 16 credits as a 17-year-old.
All three combined, probably more than like 60 hours a week.
It really becomes a matter of burning out and thinking about, like, do I really want to do this still? I definitely had those moments.
School, work in general, I did probably 25 hours. And then internship, I only did 15. Work, I did 25. And then just adding like classes on top of it, like physically being in class. I don't know how many hours I did there.
I'm an unpaid intern at the Kennedy Center, but I've been directing a show during the process of the internship. You can't afford to drive. You have to save up for gas money so that you can buy groceries. You can't afford to do a lot of the things that you wish you were able to. You know, I don't really get to see my friends very often anymore. Sometimes I feel like crying. Other times I feel like calling my mom or my dad and saying, God, I don't know if I can do it. They're really important because they put you in the room where it happens. You don't get to be in the room with a Broadway producer if you're not working in an internship. And if we really are interested in creating the next generation of artistic leaders, you really have to provide them the stipend and the monetary support.
During the baby boomer era, a degree was enough to get a job. Nowadays, you have to intern. The folks that tend to be the ones most affected by this are low-income folks and African-American Latinos, people of color. What Pay Our Interns does is it pushes for paid internships in government and the nonprofit sector. And really our motto is very simple. Pay your own interns from your own budget. We went to the Hill and pretty much said, hey, Mr. Politicians, you should pay your interns. The problem was that there was no data out there. We collected the data on the Senate. Then we hired an undergrad from GW, we paid him, and he did the House side. And then having that data, we went back to the offices and said, look, these are your colleagues, this is the way they pay, and it's up to you as a member to decide whether you want to be on the paid list or the unpaid list.
We went to the Hill one day, we had meetings, and I was meeting with the chief of staff. I figured out at then that it was just like a back and forth conversation. They're giving you the trust to do this and go forward with it. You feel a part of a group, and you feel like you are helping to make an impact rather than just being there for a semester and then walking away.
For us, it's important not just to complain about something, but also provide solutions. The Lyndon B. Johnson Congressional Internship Program basically paid interns. So this is kind of like the pipeline program that existed. All these top guns got their foot in the door because of it. Unfortunately, it was defunded in 1994. So we're working with both parties to bring it back. If it were to be enacted again, you'd be talking just in the House over 800 paid internships a year. Interns may not have that much power, right? But if you only have the rich interns because they can, afford to work for free, they will soon become staffers. And we know that staffers advise members on how to vote for things. So basically, we're giving all this power to select few staffers that come from rich families, and they kind of decide what communities across the country get, who gets what. And that's really dangerous. It's not only like the morally right argument, but also helps in terms of socioeconomics, and it makes for better democracy.